Mystic Jade. I am a psychic tarot reader and welcome to my channel. This is my first video on here, so welcome friends. Welcome to my first pick a card video for what is coming to your life in the month of May. So let's get right into it, friends. We have 3 piles in front of us. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a deep breath and pick the pile that calls out to you the most. If there's more than one, then by all means, listen to whichever ones call out to you. I will have the times stamped down below in the description box. So go ahead and pick out whichever one calls to you and click on the timestamp to find out what's in store for you in the month of May. All right, so if you picked pile number 1, here we are. We have this beautiful jet black onyx stone. All right, let's see, friends. All right. Let me adjust these so you guys can see them clearly. All right, friends, so here we go. So we're going to begin with the 4 of Swords. So I'm seeing here that you guys have been dealing with a lot mentally for the past few months to maybe up to a year. You've gone through some obstacles that could involve your home life, family situations, relationships. Just seems like everything in your life that was once what you thought it was going to be seemed to flip on you, kind of like a tower moment. But all these things I'm hearing from Spirit were meant to show themselves to you. We're meant to show them the whole situation to light, because you had to know that some of these things in your life really actually did not belong. So now you're going to be, right now, lately, you've been in a period where you need to relax, you need to sit down and think about what it is that you want for your future. A lot of things that you thought were going to happen, we have here the 10 of Cups here in reverse. So it looks like you had an idea of the kind of happiness that you wanted in your life, and then everything seemed to flip, like I said, kind of like a tower moment. The things that you wanted are no longer aligning with your path, with your situation, with your spirituality, whatever might have you. But just know that new things are coming. Lots of new things. You have been kind of neglecting yourself emotionally, or not even that you've been neglecting yourself emotionally, but it's that life has thrown so many curves at you that a lot of you kind of turned a little numb towards your situation, a little numb towards people. Like you've been getting hurt and you've kind of been feeling like, yeah, like I don't want love, I don't want this, I don't want that. And a lot of you could actually be a little bitter because of all the bad things that have happened to you, and you go on looking at everybody else and you wonder, why is it that you are the one that keeps suffering? But just know that a lot of good things are coming to your life. But see, that ring was definitely confirmation. But just know, for a lot of you, you have gone through a lot of things emotionally. And in this month of May, you are going to be receiving the things that you have been wishing for, that you have been deserving, because you have been through a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations. You have become bitter towards people because they've hurt you. But that's not really the issue here. Sometimes the universe takes away people, takes away situations because they no longer belong in your life. And you need to learn that. And you think you learn, and then so the universe is like, I'm going to throw you this curveball and see if you actually learned your lesson. And half the time, you know, most of us don't learn our lessons. So if some people from the past are going to start coming back around, because for a lot of you, that's exactly what it's going to be. Because you're going to be entering this time where you're going to be receiving a lot of good abundance, a lot of happiness, but you are going to be thrown some lessons here. So caution to the wind on that. Because you've been neglecting your feelings, your emotions, and now it's time to worry about you, what makes you happy, and stop pouring into somebody else's cup when yours isn't even halfway full yet. It's time to pour into yourselves, because see, we have a lot of cups here. We have a lot of cups because your love and your emotions is what needs to be nurtured now, and that's what's coming for you in the month of May. So whether it be through relationships, through family, just know that things are going to be better. You are going to be seeing a lot of healing. I'm hearing a lot of inner child healing. So make sure that you go out and do things that you like, things that you've always wanted to do. This is the month that you're just going to see a lot of happiness. For a lot of you, you're going to receive a lot of abundance that is needed to have this happiness. But like I said, remember, there's always going to be people that are going to try to snake themselves back into your life. So beware, be cautious, and push these people away, because if they didn't bring you no happiness the first time, they're probably not going to do it again. But for some of you, I am seeing rekindling in relationships and such, because some people have seen what it is to be without you. But just know that there's going to be a lot ahead of you that you are going to have to deal with. You're going to have to use your discernment. You're going to have to talk to spirit, pray, do whatever it is you do in your practice, and make sure that you make the right decisions in your life, because as you know, when you don't make the right decision, it's going to come back to bite you, and you're going to deal with it all over again. Because here I am seeing the King of Wands in reverse, and for me that's saying, you know, because look at this man's not a good man. So yeah, for a lot of you, you're going to be getting some snake people, some people that they're very envious of you, very jealous of you, because you're going to be coming up in the world in this month that's coming up. For a lot of you, you might be influencers. I'm seeing that you're going to be making some videos that go viral. You're going to be doing some business proposals. You're going to be making some trips, some collaborations, something that's going to skyrocket you to where you should have been a long time ago, but you've had all these blockages in your life. But just know, again, there's a lot that you're going to have to deal with. So please use your discernment with that. We had the Justice in reverse. So there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be needed to be resolved. But it's going to take a little time for you to see it. So just be cautious of everything you do, who you come around, and just good luck, friends. And if you want a more personal, in-depth reading, you can reach out to me on Instagram, or I will post the link in my bio to schedule a reading. Good luck, friends. So if you picked pile number 2, here we go. We have this beautiful opalite moon crystal. Let's see what we got here, friends. All right, we got the Empress in reverse. Got Death in reverse. 7 of Coins. Got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Got the 9, or is it the 10 of Swords in reverse? We got Temperance in reverse and the Queen of Coins in reverse. All right, sorry guys, I'm getting used to my little setup. Let me fix these to where you can see them better. All right, so let's get into it. So what's coming for you guys in the month of May? So we have a lot of cards in reverse here. So there's a lot of things that that either you're not seeing, you're not dealing with, you're blocking out. But in this month, you are going to resolve a lot of this. So we have the Empress in reverse. So for a lot of you, you're not being your true self, your true feminine, divine energy self. And this is gender neutral, you know, because everybody has masculine and feminine energies. But, you know, sometimes you have to be balanced in order to be good and happy, and, you know. So for a lot of you, I am hearing you are a divine feminine. You haven't been yourself. For a lot of you, you are spiritual. You have kind of been neglecting your spiritual practice. For a lot of you, you've been neglecting your physical appearance. And for some of you, that actually was very important to you. You've kind of been a little depressed. Maybe you've been low energy. Maybe you've been really tired lately. And for a lot of you, it is because you are going through a shift. So then we have Death in reverse here. So there's a lot of things in your life that you know need to go. You know you need to deal with or get rid of, whatever it is, but you kind of been putting it off, trying to see what happens, right? You've kind of been like just lagging through life, I guess, to see how things go without really putting any action to it. And now in this month, it's time to actually start taking care of these things. Okay, so let's move on to Sorry, you guys. I'm like a little slow with these Roman numerals. I'd be forgetting. So now we have the 7 of coins. You guys have been wishing for a lot of abundance, and maybe for a lot of you, that's actually been the source of your sadness, your depression, whatever it is that you're going through emotionally. You've been stressing about money. And now you are going to be getting the money in this month that you've been wishing for, that you've been hoping for. You have been manifesting this. You have been speaking this into existence. And for those of you that haven't, a positive mindset is everything. For a lot of you, I'm hearing you should try the 369 method. If you want to, for a lot of you, I'm seeing the bay leaf stuff. You get a little bay leaf, you write whatever you wish on it, and then you burn it, and then you blow the ashes into the wind, and that's a manifestation. So manifest, 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 friends, because whatever you're manifesting is coming to fruition this month. Be excited, be giddy, act like you already got it, okay? Because you have to act like it's in the present now so you can get it now. So next on, we got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Same thing, basically. You haven't been taking care of yourself emotionally. Now is the time to, because, you know, see, you got Ursula here. You know, you haven't been taking care of yourself. She's all, you know how Ursula is. You know, she's all angry and stuff. She's all bitter, and she's just not a good person. So when you're neglecting yourself, for a lot of you, you could be a little evil, you know, when you're not taking care of yourself. You could be not a good person. And, you know, you don't want to be that, because I know for a lot of you, it's kind of like you pride yourself on being kind and being nice and being pure, and that's who you are. But unfortunately, life circumstances will sometimes, you know, turn you a little bitter, turn you a little like, I don't deserve this, and, you know, make you feel a little like life beats you, like, why, you know, you don't deserve this. But just know that we all go through bad things. Don't stop being who you are. Okay, and that was 111 on the clock when I said that, because I'm recording little video segments. Okay, anyways, but yeah, so then we got the 10 of Swords. All this mental anguish, this turmoil, this depression, all these things that have been heavy on your noggin are going to start dissipating, because because you see this video, or because little by little you're feeling the winds of change. You know what I'm talking about? So then we got the Temperance also in reverse. Things have been very unbalanced in your life, and now it is time to regain that balance. Because when you are in balance with yourself, with your faith, with your spirituality, whatever it is that you believe in, you are at your happiest, you are at your best. We got the Queen of Coins in reverse too. As long as, you know, you put yourself back in order, because you can, because for a lot of you, I know I'm talking to my ladies here, you guys are some bad bitches and you know it. But for a lot of you, you do deal with like depression, anxiety, bipolar, a lot of things mentally, and it really gets in the way of your divine feminine power. But just know that you can overcome that with your positive mindset, with manifesting and knowing that you are guided, you're loved, you're protected, and know that everything that you deserve is coming to you. So there it is, friends. There is the push. Get up. Let's heal. Let's, you know, release everything that we don't need, everyone that we don't need, and move on and find the things that make us happy and manifest our dream life, because in this month it is finally coming to fruition. So if you have a negative mindset, you will never get it. Negative attracts negative. You know, positive attracts positive. So you be a positive freaking light bulb and you attract all that shit, because you deserve it. Good luck. All right. Last but not least. Well, yeah, last. We are on pile number 3. So if you pick this pile, you pick the pile with this beautiful, I think it's called moss agate. I forgot which one it is, but it is beautiful. It reminds me of the earth and I love it. So let's see what you guys have in store for you guys in the month of May. All right, we got 10 of Wands, the Star, 7 of Wands. We got, sorry, I'm slow with the Roman numerals, friends, so please bear with me. And let me fix these cards because I'm not used to my little setup. So let me put them where you guys can see them. Sorry, I'm a very sing-songy person, so if you get annoyed of that, I feel you, and you may scroll on and find another video, but that's just who I am. I get really singy-songy when I'm happy. All right, friends. So what's coming to you in the month of May? We have the 10 of Wands to begin with. So you guys have been manifesting a lot. You have been working a lot towards a certain goal in your life. And in this month, everything is coming to fruition. So that is great, friends. You have been working hard. You've been putting your passion, your energy into whatever it is that you have been working on. So kudos to you, friends. And next we got the Star. So yeah, things are looking real good for you, friends. You got the Star, you got hope, you got light, you got faith in what you're doing. You know, I just feel so happy for you. So then we got, sorry friends, again, I'm a little slow with the Roman numerals. I have my little chart right here. Don't you judge me. Let's see. 1 second. 7. Okay, we got the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. See, we got wands here. We got lots of action, lots of energy, lots of passion. So 7 of Wands. You guys have, yeah, you've been working real hard towards this. You've been studying. You've been for a lot of you, I'm hearing you're opening businesses. You're putting work into little side hustles. You've been putting work into studying. You're going to school. That's great, friends. You're really putting towards your future, because for a lot of you, I'm hearing you have been tired of struggling for the past few years. Some of you might have kids, responsibilities, homes, bills, of course. Whatever it is, you have been struggling for a long time, and you're finally ready to break out of that. It is finally your time to move forward, move upward, and have all the abundance that you have been wishing for since you were little. For a lot of you, I'm hearing you grew up in poverty, or not even poverty, maybe like lower middle class. A lot of you had, you know, one parent households, and that's fine. So you want better for your lives. And for a lot of you, like I said, you do have kids, so you have been struggling for a while, and you want a better life for you and your kids. And do you, friends? I'm seeing here for a lot of you, you have recently moved into a new home, or you have started a new job, or you have gained some type of scholarship, or maybe a degree of some sort. So congratulations. Life is only getting better from here on out. Know that. So here we got the 4 of Coins. So little by little, you are gaining your abundance. You're saving up. You're making sure that you put in your mind to do the right things with your abundance. Because for a lot of you, you could be very careless with spending. You can be very impulsive. So, you know, you have learned from your past mistakes, and you've been trying very hard to make different sort of incomes, or making sure you have a little savings account, or just money to fall back on if you need it. And that's great. You're learning, you're adulting. Good job. Now we got the Ace of Swords in reverse. So there is a situation in your life that you have been unclear about. For a lot of you, I'm hearing it has to do with a relationship. Could be with an ex, family members, a mother, women in your family, or could be a mother, father of your children. Whatever it is, this situation is going to clear itself up within this month. You're going to be seeing the true colors of some people. You're going to be seeing how, for a lot of you, I'm hearing that some people will disappoint you, people that you thought were going to be there for you, or you're just coming to the final realization that maybe some people that you've loved and have in your life are just not for you at all, and you have to let them go. For a lot of you, I'm hearing that this has to do with family members. So it's a deep wound, dealing with having to let go of these people. So your judgment might be clouded, because we got the Judgment in reverse, because you don't know if you should keep on going the way it is and forgive and forget. But for a lot of you, like I said, this is a very deep wound. Whatever it is, it has a lot of factors. It's not just something you can get over. It has a lot of trauma within it. It could literally go to like when you were a kid with like a family member. For most of you, I'm hearing this has to do with a family member. But that's that. And then next we have, sorry, again, the numerals. We have the 7 of Swords in reverse. So yeah, friends, you have to really sit with yourself and maybe talk to a friend. A lot of you might have therapists. Maybe you might get a reading. Something, you have to find clarity in a situation. For a lot of you, this is a difficult situation, and you might need outside counsel. Like I said, maybe hang out with a group of your friends, a group of like family members that you trust, that you love, that have always been there for you, people you can confide in, people that will give you good advice. because you will be going through a time of sadness, maybe heartbreak, maybe you might be reliving some moments of betrayal. So make sure you have those that you love close around you so they could support you in your time of need. Because for a lot of you, you do get into these holes, into these deep holes of sadness and darkness, and sometimes you need somebody to help pull you out or help you before you get into it too deep. So look for support, love yourself, remember who you are. You are loved, you are guided, you are protected, and good luck, friends.